Brian from the Disability Digest. You are about to listen to two tips from Laura that helped her get her benefits approved fast. First one is what you can do after you have been denied. Even in a short period of time, Laura explains in like 3 to 4 months what she did to really strengthen her case and help her get approved. Second key point you're going to learn is oftentimes people have limitations and conditions that they've been dealing with for years that they don't think are important, and how they actually are important and how to get those into your case. So I hope these tips help you get your benefits approved fast, and if you know of anybody else that is in need of assistance, just send the video out to them. Give them a helping hand. Make it a great day. Thanks.
Well, first of all, congratulations on getting approved.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, I truly was not expecting that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Well, a little bit, but a little bit not.
Yeah.
I mean, I just set myself up to think I wasn't going to get it, so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And not this quick either.
Yeah.
It was pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, it does happen, that's for sure. So I have one last question to ask you in closing. It's kind of circling back to the beginning about you weren't certain if you were going to get approved and that. So what I wanted to ask, Laura, is if there's anything that you learned through the process that you would be willing to allow me to share with others out there in Disability Digest land that may make them have, more peace of mind about the optimism of getting approved, or maybe there's some specific things that you learned that you felt that worked that could make a difference for somebody. Is there anything that you can think of?
Well, I think there were huge things that can bring hope, and that I learned, at least from when I got denied some reconsideration up until we went to hearing, was all of so many more things you can do in reconsideration up until hearing. I mean, you saw all the stuff that I was doing
Yeah.
in between that time
Yeah.
that I didn't. I mean, I got a mental RFP, I got my EMG done, I got more x-rays, because it seems, what I read in posts is that people just kind of give up and sit and wait. Or you told me you need to go to a rheumatologist. I hooked up with a new rheumatologist. I got my fibromyalgia, got diagnosis through a rheumatologist. I had, 2 appointments under my belt with a rheumatologist by the time you went to solve it. You can get so much done in those three to four. I had 4 months to do so much more to build my case.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people that just sit back and do nothing and hope and pray.
Boy, that's a great point, and you're absolutely right. They're like, well, I'm just going to get in front of a judge and have at it, and oh, by the way, if I squeeze a doctor appointment in here and there, so be it. Right.
Oh, and my right arm. Like,
Yeah.
I have had my right arm disability for 10 years. And honest to God, I've lived with it for that long. I never thought of it as a disability. So I just thought, well, all my doctors see my hand, and I never thought of going to get another EMG. I really didn't. And so I went and got an EMG for it. Because I didn't understand disability. I didn't understand they need present records. It didn't compute in my head, because I don't know what it's about. Oh, they don't care about. I provided to them my actual accident pay. That meant nothing to them. To me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, look, I severed my arm all the way down to the bone. So this actually the first time I've ever had on paper that EMG I sent to you. The first time
Mm-hmm.
I had a diagnosis for my right arm, believe it or not. Because
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, don't you know I cut my arm off? So
So,
I didn't
yeah,
know.
right. So not to presume.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because when you're living with it, I did presume. I thought, well, I gave them the day I actually cut my arm down to the bone. They
Right.
should just have to read the hospital paperwork. I honest to God, dude, I never had an EMG on my right arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's that severe epsiloneuropathy. That's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever had that test done. Because I thought, well,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so, and I never went and had, my hand tested to show that, the fine motor movement, and I can't feel, I can't type with it. That's why I was working so hard. And still, the doctor didn't do crap for me. I needed a doctor to say, she can't do crap with her right arm, with her right hand. For the life of me, I could not get a doctor just put that in their medical notes. And you should see my hand. I can't pick up anything with my right hand. And I
Yep.
couldn't get a doctor to put pen to paper to put that in their notes. That's like going to doctors. I'm like, will you please put that in your medical notes? And they just
And they
couldn't
wouldn't do
have
it.
it.
Yeah.
No, I mean they understood what I was saying, but when I would get home, they put, into their entirely new diagnosis, and I go, oh my God,
Yeah.
where are you not understanding?
They have their doctors
But
speak on it.
yeah, but just something simple. We presume because we're living with it
Mm-hmm.
that and just so. When I first filed for disability, I had all these things, but I lived with it for so long, and I
Mm-hmm.
typed with one hand for 10 years. I'm like, oh, would that be an issue with anybody else? You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and, but anyway, but it did become an issue because I can't type anymore with my left hand. It's, it's tired. I can't do it anymore.
Mm.
Um, anyway, yeah.
Well, that's really good. Thank you. I mean, there's the kitchen sink concept of including everything, even if it's a subtle condition like sleep apnea or high blood pressure or slight diabetes, anything like that will definitely make a difference. So,
Yeah.
yeah, great advice.